Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome to TBB TV channel number 2. This channel is specifically dedicated to VODs, the full hour to 2 hour length podcast streams that we do every single Tuesday. If you want to see our main content, go check it out on the main TBB TV channel. It's where we do vlogs, video games, other stuff, highlights, all that interesting stuff. Hope you guys enjoy. Have a good day. Peace. All right, so this week we do not have a interview lined up. Like I said in last week's stream, we're only going to be doing like an interview every other week because it's extremely difficult to find someone to interview every single week unless you have someone.
Plus, the content will get really dry too.
Yeah, you get repetitive.
You know what I mean?
So
Yeah,
this week we have like a variety kind of stream. We're going to talk about a lot of different things revolving around gaming mainly and streaming, and we're just going to chill out. So hope you guys enjoy. Let us know what you think. Let's get right into it. Let's get right into the news.
So, what do you guys want to start off with then?
Why don't we talk
We had a
about
couple
TSM?
different subjects. TSM. Okay, so I mean, Eric, you kind of know more about it than everybody else. Do you want to explain what big news happened today then?
So essentially, when I woke up, I don't know if it was when I woke up or when I think it was when I got done mowing the yard today. I saw that Bleacher Report, or no, Myth quoted Bleacher Report, and they were talking about, I saw Stephen Curry and then TSM, so I just clicked on the tweet. And essentially, TSM rounded up a bunch of investors to expand their brand and expand like everything that they want to do. I think they ended up with like $37 million. Some of the investors were Steph Curry, I think
Steve Young.
Yeah, Steve Young, who's an NFL quarterback, retired NFL quarterback, Hall of Famer.
Hall of Fame quarterback, yeah.
And then
there was like 19
I have
people.
a list of it actually. It's
list them off.
Steve Simon, Andre Iguodala, 3-time NBA champion for
Oh,
the
wow.
Golden State Warriors.
Yeah.
Colin Carrier, who is the CSO of Twitch, which is pretty fucking crazy. Chief Strategy Officer. Walter Wang, CEO of JM Eagle.
Wait, the CEO of Twitch?
CSO.
What's that?
Chief Strategy Officer.
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, their job is to
interesting.
basically strategize on the best way to get Twitch content out there and be able to promote the most that they can out of their content.
Who else,
Dude, the
Mike?
crazy. A bunch of other people. Walter Wang, CEO of JM Eagle, Telstra, which is an Australian telecommunications company. There's a lot of other people apparently, but like it's all because I read an article about it too. I'm looking at it right now again, but
That's crazy that Andre Iguodala invested as well.
yeah, like so many people, but like basically like a huge group of investors. AME Cloud Ventures. They started a fund with Yahoo co-founder and billionaire Jerry Yang, and basically it's like a
Yeah, I was gonna say Yahoo next.
like a hedge fund for investing into TSM esports, and they invested into TSM. It's like $37 million, but like apparently like they're spending about $20 million on a new, I thought was crazy, $20 million on a new like 15,000 to 20,000 square foot like esports facility in Los Angeles for just TSM, which is
Really?
which is fucking nuts. It's like the size of a mini casino basically, and that's
What
gonna
the
be like a place where they can put all their teams in under one roof for like training, like going to the gym.
That's dope,
scrims.
dude. It's like a
I said
fantasy
something
factory
to
for
What's up,
TSM.
Materials? How you doing, man?
I said something to Eric. I said something to Eric when he said that, when he was like, "Oh, dude, Steph Curry invested in TSM," and I like instantly was like, "That like blows my mind." Because I knew that Steph Curry was interested in getting on esports because he's talked about it in the past, but the fact that he didn't invest in Golden Guardians League of Legends team and instead went for TSM really blows my mind. But Eric made a great point that TSM has like teams and like multiple
it's
different
like it's
esports.
not just league. It's like their whole brand.
I'm not sure if like he specifically chose TSM. I think he was like partnered with AME or whatever.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I
investing.
know that, like I said, I know that he's talked about it before in the past, but
Steph's not in TSM. He invested into a like a hedge fund that invested $37 million into TSM.
dude, you know it's
TSM Curry.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's really
Erickson
crazy?
tweeted him and said like, "Welcome to TSM family." So I mean, like technically,
That's pretty cool.
right?
Yeah.
He's in TSM.
I I sent a Snapchat to a couple of you guys, and I know you guys gonna know what I'm gonna talk about. But this is like it blew my mind. I was at work the other day, and I was like scrolling through the TV because we got 2 TVs in like the lobby for like people waiting for their food. Blah blah blah. Anyways, I was scrolling through, and it like on ESPN, like the actual main channel, they were showing Overwatch League playoffs, like esports, like on their actual ESPN channel, and it blew my mind because like I always knew that esports was huge, but like we're living in the era of like esports becoming like an actual sport, like colleges are handing out like
scholarships
like
for league.
yeah, scholarships to come and play league or like Overwatch for their school and stuff like that. Like it's actually pretty crazy how big esports is getting.
What I think is
they predict the industry is going to make like $180 billion next year or something like that.
What I think is crazy is that what I think is crazy is that the older generations don't even see it comparable to sports at all when it's literally the same exact fucking thing.
No, it's literally because they
internet.
don't understand the internet.
Some people do. Some people do. Some people don't. I will give you that. There are some people out there that are like totally against it, that don't think that like esports is like an actual sport. But there's people such as like, you know, Cutie Pie, Shroud, Summit 1G, who have played professional esports that like recognize it as a sport. But there are some people within the Twitch community that like completely deny, and they're just like, this is just a way for us to like.
I think like the disparity between it is literally just if you're a business person and you know anything about business or know like how to see where things are going, you're going to obviously notice that esports are an actual sport and they're going to be taken way more seriously than any other sport as a pastime within like the next like 10 years. They're going to be way more popular than anything that like anybody thinks that they're going to be.
No, absolutely.
And the people who are stuck in their ways, obviously, that aren't rich and are not business people, are just gonna not know anything about it because they don't consume the information enough to know about it.
And what's crazy is that like compared to other sports, see, there's a difference between esports and regular sports because anybody can do it. Like if you have a computer, you can do it. You don't have to go through politics. You don't have to go through like people are gonna see your gameplay no matter what. Like you have the power of the internet, social media, to make people know that you're good at the game. So it's a lot.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I just wanted to ask Materials, what does he mean by like contact, like business inquiries, or like just like being able to talk to them, or what? Like,
yeah, I mean, I don't think regardless if it's a business contact or like a personal contact, you're probably not going to be able. I mean, if it's just personal, just to say like what's up, probably donations.
Yeah, donation or bits. Yeah.
Yeah, if it's business, you're gonna have to go through their managers probably. Like streaming wise, you mean like if you wanna.
Like, it would say we wanted to have Daquan on the podcast. Is that what you're asking, or like, what's the best way of like getting into like?
You want to stream with them?
Yeah, business contact through email probably.
For sure.
But they're anybody that has clout like that, I guess you want to call it. They won't be able to contact them directly through email because they get thousands of emails a day. Most likely, if you're going to want anything, it's going to have to go through their manager, or you have to know them and text them or something like that.
Yeah.
And there's people that like donate. Like I know for instance, Shroud like about like 2-3 weeks ago had somebody donate $500 to him asking if they could play duos with him, and he was just like, "I'm sorry, dude. Like I don't play with my fans. Like
because that just opens up a door."
Exactly. Like, and that kind of brings up what we talked about, like with the whole Ninja donation, you know, like once you do it for one person, you're now opening up the door for like more opportunities. You know how many people are going to be like, oh bro, let me donate $500 to play with Shroud. Like, yeah, it might be a good business way to make money, but then again, like you're never going to be able to just be Shroud again. You're going to be the guy who plays with all of his fans and everything like that. So it's really just like a hit or miss type thing, I think, in that category.
I think it's pretty hilarious how I can just see Aaron in like the background. I know you have it cropped, but I can like see his back and like through like 2 different cams.
I'm over here.
Materials, you got to think of it this way too.
And I'm over here, and now I'm here.
It's because Ninja is my uncle.
Well, then you're winning, big
Then you're
fella.
in there, man.
Yep.
I think you got easier ways to contact Ninja than email if he's your uncle. But you got to think it on a serious note. You got to think of it this way, man. You got to think of what you could offer, because at the end of the day, it's like a business transaction almost. And I hate to say it like that, but you got to think of what. Put yourself in Ninja's shoes. What is Ninja going to get out of streaming? Not even just with you, just like, for example, us. If we ask Ninja, hey, can we interview you? not much. He wouldn't get
he would
much out of
why.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we would have to. Okay, if honestly, if we hypothetically speaking, because this will probably not happen
We'd have
if
to pay him
ever,
at
right?
some
We would
point.
have to tell him, hey, if you come into our stream and you do the podcast with us and you promote it, we'll give you 25% of the donations or 50% of the donations. We'll split it 50-50. Even then, it's borderline of like whether or not he would actually do it, because this dude does just fine streaming by himself and streaming with his friends that he streams with regularly.
Right.
So it's not.
He said, "Tell him you want to learn from his life experience. You can't pay him like
Yeah,
10K."
H3 already did something like that with Ninja. So I mean, like for us to like be on a way massively lower level than H3 to even talk to Ninja to be like, hey man, do you wanna come on our podcast? He'd be like, I mean, exactly, like what can we offer him? I mean,
Right.
His manager, aka his wife, wouldn't even respond probably.
We would have to pay him an obscene amount of money. Not to mention, we would also have to. You got to think also, like, he streams a shit ton every single day, so you got to think like, what is an hour of his free time worth to him? Probably priceless.
More than 50K probably.
Yeah, and more like he shows up for all these events. He's got sponsor meetings. He's got things he's got to do business wise. Talk to different like business potentials. Like an hour of his free time to come on our podcast or anybody's podcast
Be
is
literally a gift. Be literally a gift.
Then you have. I'm sure, like, when he did the podcast with H3, it was because of how big H3 is, and B, you have to think from when he did that podcast to where he is now, the amount of business, like, how should I say this? The amount of business investment. Yeah, the amount of business investments that he has now, like within Twitch, within Fortnite. I mean, he just played in a PUBG tournament, the other day too. Like, to come on a podcast is like irrelevant to him at this point,
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, since we're already on like the
who's Godvatha?
Subject of
Godvatha is somebody he watches. I did check him out. He seems like he's a decent guy. I'll keep lurking in his streams, and maybe we'll contact him. But we got a few people that we're trying to get a hold of right now.
Yeah, it's hard for us. Like, I mean, I mean, at least for me, when I look for streamers that like I want to bring onto the podcast, like there's a couple of things that I'm looking for. A, consistency. B, are they passionate about what they're doing, or are they doing it for money? And C, do they have the community that would not necessarily follow them, but do they have the community that would be a supportive community and not just like come talk shit? You know what I'm saying? So like, those are like those three things that I really look for. And I feel like you can't figure those things out just in one or two times of watching somebody.
Yeah, I've only done it once.
If you look on the stream, you can just see like Marina's like dark silhouetted face in the background, dude. It looks so fucking
like a ghost.
Crazy, dude. Hey, Cobblers, thanks for the follow, man. Welcome to the stream. Yeah,
thank you.
So creepy, dude. It looks like literally it's just like The Grudge or Paranormal Activity.
She is.
Dude, it's so fucking weird.
I told you, she's like the fifth member of TBB.
Look in the background. Look in the background of Aaron's screen above my computer.
Oh, no.
Oh, the Tom Brady goat.
All right, guys. So this is the end of today's podcast. Dark Knight's out. See you guys later. You can thank Eric for that one. He just ruined this podcast for me.
Oh my god.
So what?
I did
No, go
I
ahead.
did want to
No,
bring
I
up.
was just gonna ask what the deal was with the BR gambling addiction thing. Like, what the fuck is that?
So
Yeah, Nico, you should explain that.
Okay, so basically, when we took our 2 to 3 week break, I was really looking into like video game news, things that we could talk about that would pique the interest of people coming in and watching. And one of the most interesting things that I saw, and I think it was such a big thing to talk about because how big battle royales are right now. Basically, BR, so BR stands for Battle Royale, if any of you guys didn't know, but BR games are being categorized as gambling addictions, mostly just because if you think of it, like, so getting that number one, winning the entire game is almost like hitting, on the slot machine.
Right.
And every single time that you go through and you get, 7th place or 10th place, or, you're like this, you're like that, you're like, oh, dude, I can get another one. Let's do another one. Let's do another one. And you keep trying to win. It's almost, they're comparing it to a gambling addiction because you're basically gambling your time to get, that victory royale or that winner chicken dinner, that's what you're like trying to get to. So they're comparing it to a gambling addiction, and they're actually treating it in the first medical, place where they're treating video game, addiction, stuff like that.
Right.
So it's actually pretty crazy
Hold on, Tweety.
of
Hey, Tweety, what's going on there?
the degree that they're actually classifying. I always thought that this like gaming addiction would just kind of like blow over type thing. I didn't really think it was going to get, to be something huge. And sure enough, like they're now it's classifying stuff as
Dude,
certain addictions,
apparently
and
it's
they're
a
trying
big
to
deal,
treat
man.
it. Yeah, it's
Dude,
pretty crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah,
Honestly.
they
Look
do
at
that.
Tyler won.
It's the same, where he screamed, "I'm addicted! I can't stop playing."
That was hilarious.
Dude, that I love.
I mean,
that
World
video.
of
Super
Warcraft
sad,
players.
Dude,
World of Warcraft players.
On the topic of like gambling addiction a little bit, I read this book called The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg. And
Recommended by your boy
talks about-
Burger.
Yeah, it's such a good book. But yeah, so there's this point where they talk about gambling casinos and the algorithms inside of the machines that literally purposely play you like in a game
to
and
draw
so
you in.
Right. So for instance, they'll give you a win, like a small win, and then they'll give you like a bunch of losses, and then but it like in loss aversion, like you'll think like, okay, I think I can probably win another time. So they just keep the algorithm plays against you and recognizes you exactly as a player and like whether or not you're an actual addict, and then it will keep trying to give you wins or losses based on like statistics of what it will
That's
how
so
it will keep you there.
Which is kind of
Yo,
which is
Tweety,
kind of
thanks for the
like
host,
which
That's
is
why they
kind
have
of like how BRs are like actually, to be honest, because like if you really think about it, they are technically playing the consumer with that whole victory royale. They're playing the player almost by I will say this. The way that like Fortnite and PUBG does it like a lot better than certain games such as like Overwatch, like with like the loot boxes for like cosmetics, like you can buy things within there with like in-game credit and stuff like that, but then like when certain events come out, like you have to buy loot chests, and the loot chests just spawn randomly. There is no like, oh, you're guaranteed a legendary skin, or you're guaranteed this. So like there's people who I know that have dropped $100 to $200 on loot boxes at a time just to try to get one or two skins.
Every single game now, or like
It's pretty
League of
crazy.
Legends, like it's like their entire revenue now. It's like free games with cosmetic items is like how almost every game is going to like
kind of crazy.
Yeah.
conduct themselves, which is insane because you're not really paying to win, so it's not like anything like bad towards the game environment.
Right.
But they can just constantly pump out like cosmetic items. Even if it fails, they probably dedicate like one person a week on those, and like with huge teams, so they don't lose any revenue on anybody not fucking buying a skin.
Yeah, it's like a free
Curious as to
game
how
for
many
them.
viable skins there are.
It's
in League.
so insane, and like they get you into that loop where you're like, okay, I'm not gonna buy any.
Oh, dude,
I'm not gonna buy
League
any
is so bad for me.
And
Yeah, you
then
know what makes
they
it
come out
worse?
something sick, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna buy it.
Yeah,
I just
League
like,
is
all right,
so
I bought
bad
something
for me,
else
dude.
here. What's up, Eric?
What makes it worse is like, especially like with Fortnite, if you're a streamer and you just wear a no
I'll be right
skin,
back.
no one's gonna watch you because everyone wants to see the new skins. Like people,
Oh yeah, that shit's so annoying.
I've had people
dude,
come to my
actually.
chat and be like, "Did you get the new skin?" And I'm like, no, I don't really buy skins all the time. I just buy a few every once in a while and rock them for a long time." But like
It's
you
the-
see Ninja and all them, they'll say like, I don't like this skin," and then they'll turn it on. I'm like, "Why are you putting it on?"
Yeah, dude. Yo, so that's crazy because it's like the same mentality with people buying like supplements when they go to the gym, or like buying an obscene amount of protein powder.
Yeah,
or,
but that gives you a little bit
all
of
these stuff.
advantage.
A tiny bit, but like I guess
Just
you
with
could,
protein mainly.
but it's like the placebo of what I'm talking about is like these people will buy skins because Ninja's wearing this skin because they think, oh, Ninja's wearing this skin. If I want to play like Ninja, I got to get this skin too. It's like the same thing as G Fuel, dude. G Fuel, PSA for anybody that buys
That's a good
G Fuel,
example.
you're being a fucking moron. G Fuel does absolutely nothing to you.
There goes our G Fuel sponsorship.
There's no. Yeah, I don't care. I don't want. If G Fuel ever approached me for the sponsorship, I would not approve of that shit because like it doesn't do anything. It's literally an overhyped energy drink. There's no science behind the fact that it does anything for you cognitively.
You're the
And
beard. Thanks for the host, man.
it's literally just people selling a product like, hey, Ninja drinks fucking G Fuel, or like all these other streamers are like, I drink G Fuel, use my code so that I can get commission off this fucking thing. And you shouldn't be buying that. You shouldn't be wasting your money on that shit. If you like, there's just so many other things you could be saving your money for doing anything else like that. You should not be wasting your money on.
What's actually in
like
G
that.
Fuel?
Listen, if you want to get
it is like a dumbed down pre-workout basically. It's like nitric oxide.
It's got like caffeine in it.
NO. There's caffeine. And
okay, well, I mean, like that's not a terrible. That's not a terrible thing. Like if you like the taste of it and you like caffeine.
Right. Yes, but
it doesn't do anything. If you want to get better at a game,
it's not going to do anything for the game, is what I'm saying. Like that's
the thing is that
it's like,
no, I know.
Thank you.
Where's my water?
The thing is that they're targeting. They're targeting like a certain. The thing is like
they're targeting an uninformed.
And this is what I have a problem with it. Not even uninformed market. They're targeting people who want to get better at A, video games, and B, streaming. And they see all these top streamers, such as like, I know High Distortion is like really big into like those like pre-workouts like for gamers and stuff like that. And that dude's like straight up ripped, and he's amazing at video games. So like when you have people like that and they're like, oh dude, these things help you so much, and
I've
you know,
never
this
seen
and that. Like,
HD say anything about any supplement or drink ever.
He doesn't like talk about it directly, but he does have like some stuff like down in his description, I'm pretty sure, or he used to. He might have taken it out because I haven't seen him
like people.
But yeah, people are like,
the attention
sorry,
factor, Nico.
Yeah, like and people think that like, you know, they get targeted with this stuff and they're like, oh dude, like I need to, you know, like this will help me play better. This will, you know, do this, or this will do that.
Right.
And like straight up, the only way to get better at video games, play
the fuck
like
out
that's
of it.
the only way you're gonna get better. Play, watch back your watch back your recordings, watch back your streams, figure out what you could do better, and watch people who are better than you. And that's like the best way to be able to try to get better at
I necessarily don't think people are buying G Fuel to get better at video games. I think people are buying G Fuel for the same reason they buy Nike, for the same reason they buy Under Armour. But also, like, if I were to buy G Fuel, which I probably never would, I would buy like a month. Like I have if you guys can see me right now, I have a massive thing of white Monsters. It's literally would just be to stay up later at night. That would be the only reason I would use it, because of the caffeine.
Even then, you could just drink a bunch of coffee, or you could buy like a Monster for like $2 at the fucking convenience store, instead of buying like an entire thing of G Fuel for like $40.
See, what I would use.
There's codes that people use all too. The another thing is like the attention factor that I was gonna say is that streamers retweet or will be like, use my code, and then if somebody buys G Fuel, they could be like, oh, this person's gonna retweet me or something, or they're gonna favorite it, and they're gonna see that I bought their G Fuel, and then they're gonna like me.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
So what I would do, honestly, like, and I would actually drink this, like, if I was gonna go, because like I talked to Mike and I kind of talked to Aaron about it very briefly. I tried doing like a longer stream on Monday, and I was like, dude, I can't do this right now. Like I'm gonna have to eat like in the middle of my time. I don't know if I talked to you about it afterwards, Mike, but I started streaming at like 4, and then I was like, I'm gonna get off at 6 because I need to eat, because like part of my fitness and part of my like diet, like I need to eat all the time. Not all the time, but I need to eat a lot of food. So I think the only thing I would use would probably be like amino energy, and that's only because it has like an amino profile in it, and it has a little bit of caffeine. But I don't really see, like, if you can't afford G Fuel, then you shouldn't buy it, obviously, to begin with. But I don't think people are buying it because they think it's going to make them better. It's just a social.
There are some people
subconscious.
that do.
Oh yeah, they're buying it because it's cool.
They're
Well,
buying
some
it because
people-
it's
Right.
the cool
Some
thing
people
to
do
basically.
think
Yeah.
that it's going to make them better, because like people such as like Dr. Disrespect, who like, granted, he's probably not being serious and it's just that persona that he has, but like he does it all the time. Bro, G Fuel, oh, it makes you the best that you can do.
It's just a
Like,
marketing
yeah,
tactic.
no,
It's
it
fucking
is.
genius to
And he's
be
making
honest.
money off of it. Like he's
Yeah.
making money off of it. He's even got, I'm pretty sure he has a shaker cup through them as well that people can buy. Not
I'm not-
100%.
I'm not-
his own sponsored
I'm not-
shaker cup.
Mhm.
I'm not knocking it. I mean, I kind of am. I mean, I think it's
Yeah, you
not
are.
really a great product, but it's just a cool brand, basically. Is what.
No, it is.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
they're genius in the fact that the marketing went directly to
Gamers.
streamers, and then it targeted uninformed, like I would say fitness wise people,
Yeah.
because on average most gamers are people who don't exercise a lot.
On
I
average.
mean,
Play video games
right,
super
on
late.
average. They play video games super late. They're gonna need some type of caffeine, and it's a way to connect to their favorite streamer.
Then
Their
it's-
favorite streamer.
Then
is
it's
shoving
better
G-
than drinking Mountain Dew.
Yeah, I mean, maybe.
No, it
Is
is.
Oh
it?
yeah, Mountain Dew. Sorry, I thought you were saying something else. I'm sorry.
No.
Definitely better than drinking Mountain Dew. Soda's fucking.
I would
terrible for you.
more support
All I
a
do is
food
drink
product.
Mountain
I would more support
Right.
like a gaming
like a protein
targeted
bar or something.
yeah, like a gaming targeted food product. Something that would like give me a lot of calories and a lot of protein midstream.
There's
Yeah,
a
Shroud's,
by the way, I'm gonna... Go ahead. Ninja.
Sweetie.
Shroud's actually sponsored by a. I blame Burger for me getting fat.
Because I got him starting streaming and now he blames me for.
But
Everything's
Shroud,
his fault.
you know, Shroud is actually sponsored by a coffee company. Because
Really?
this dude literally drinks nothing
That's
but
awesome.
water, water and coffee, dude.
That's
I
literally
think it's
all I drink too.
what's it called? It's called it's Madrina's. Yeah, Madrina's Coffee. That's who sponsors him.
Dude,
And
I
you
would
can
love to be sponsored by coffee. I fucking love coffee. Good coffee too. Oh,
I've never had
Yeah,
coffee.
Dude,
good
he's been
good
given,
coffee's
like-
fucking awesome, dude.
he's been
I
given
love-
like a
I love
lot
a
of deals,
Great
dude.
cup of coffee.
It's
another
so
thing.
good.
Another thing I wanted to talk about too. A little like side. Well, actually, it's the same thing as what we're talking about, but it's a semi plug. My friend is who I want to have on eventually. Once he puts out the product, is creating a product that is
I would like to
massively
talk to
better than
him.
G Fuel. And he's going to be sending us a bunch of product to try out. I forgot, he's told me like 3 times, but there's an actual scientific drug in there or something that actually heightens focus and makes you more.
Oh, I
and
know what you're
happy
talking
at the same
about.
time.
It's the same thing that's in on it. As an Alpha Brain.
It's alpha GPC. Alpha GPC.
Yeah.
That's it. Okay, and yeah, he's using that. He's going through like a bunch of like copyrights and getting everything ready to
Getting
go out.
everything
But
ready.
basically once it actually hits the shelves, because he owns his own gym, so he's like
First
really into
sponsor?
it. Yeah, and he's gonna come on. And we're probably gonna get sponsored at least a little bit by him. At least get free product for it
That would be dope.
when it goes
Yes,
in
it would
alpha,
be.
so we can try it out. But that's gonna be sick.
Can we get everybody in the chat to say something mean about Eric?
Do it.
Can't we?
This is a burger
I
roast.
want to hear it.
This is officially a burger roast.
He had a penis head.
He does. I was just about to call him a little pinhead, but you
Little
fucking beat me
penis
to
head,
it.
dude.
Wait.
Little pee
Give me
pee
a rapper
brain.
name, bro.
What
yeah,
is
Easy
yeah,
E.
what
yeah.
is this Twitch?
I want to hear about the Fortnite.
What
the
is this?
Fortnite update.
What is? Well, I wanted to. I'm curious as to what the Twitch creator camp is. I've never heard of that.
Twitch Creator Camp is
They just tweeted
basically
it out
something-
today.
Yeah, it's gonna be coming, I think, in a week, right, Eric?
Yeah, it's kind of like YouTube Academy.
Yeah, it's basically like.
What's that? I don't know what that is either.
It's basically what any type of informational channel does on YouTube, where they tell you how to stream. It's just
Yeah, it's just-
it's just compiled information for
And
anybody
they
who
use
wants
like
to
Yeah, it's
they
just-
use
it's just a
popular
bunch of
streamers to
stream
talk
on there.
about it, like kind of what we're doing here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're literally what
yeah.
we're doing here. I was actually getting like I was
I was
upset.
kind of upset about it
Took my
too.
idea. Yeah, I was like, they took my idea.
Yeah, like we
Fucking
just started
bastards.
doing this
And we're actually
2 months ago.
pulling through. I think ours is more personal though. It's less personal for those for.
Oh
everybody
yeah,
else.
and ours
I
is
mean,
Oh.
consistent and more in depth. Theirs is like, okay, we post this video and we're gonna post like 4 more videos, and then we're just gonna leave it on this page for the rest of the years.
right.
It's not gonna be.
And I think this is definitely going to be a little bit better, but I mean, it's basically it's like if you've ever gone and downloaded like Adobe or FL Studios on their website, they have a bunch of tutorial videos.
tutorial. It's
and,
basically
like,
it's
like
like
a
a
tutorial page.
handbook or a guide. Yeah.
Dude, I was
how to,
reading a
like,
little
grow
bit
your-
about it.
grow your stream.
and-
It's probably actually I want to read it because probably a lot of it's bullshit. It's probably like make sure you tweet out your stream all the time. Like make sure you do this blah blah blah. You know what I mean? Like and they already have information on their page on how to like start streaming with OBS,
Right.
like all that shit. It's just gonna be like an easier, better marketed, more compiled information of like how to stream and how to do it well, basically.
Tweety asked, when are we going to affiliate this channel? I'm trying to do the same thing that I was doing with my channel originally. I'm trying to avoid doing an affiliate shit because we want to be able to restream when we want to. Right now I'm not because my internet has been acting weird. But like last week,
Yep.
we restreamed to Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch all at the same time. And I think that's more valuable than subs. Maybe you could argue that maybe having subs
No,
creates a
there's no-
loyalty,
I
but
I
mean,
mean, alright,
at this point,
if we're
if
getting
honestly,
like
if
thousands
I
of
could-
viewers eventually, then yeah, maybe it would be worth it to partner with Twitch. But I don't think, Nico,
Honestly,
like,
dude, if I could go back to when I first started streaming, like I was working for that affiliate button, like or that affiliate contract so hard, dude. Like I was like doing giveaways, you
even
know,
that
like I
hard.
was like, no, it's not. But to get that many followers, like it is a little bit harder for some people. Like there, like that one kid that I
Right.
hosted the one day, like this dude did not have his stream set up at all. He had his cam going and Fortnite, and that was it. And I was like, dude, listen, you can add me on Twitch, whisper me whenever, and I will help you with whatever you need to. Like I was telling this dude, like he had never heard
I
of
did the
like
same thing.
Streamlabs.
Yeah.
Dude, I asked him, I was like, hey, where's your donation button? Because I was gonna donate to him, and he was like, oh, I can't have a donation button until I'm an affiliate. And I was like,
That's not
that's
true.
not true. Yeah, that's not true. I was like, dude, I have one, like, and I had one. I was an affiliate, so like, like if I could go back, I would not sign my affiliate because you're almost like tied down to just Twitch, and you're probably not going to get that many subs, if any. Like, and I think in the amount of time that I've had an affiliate, I think I've gotten like 4 or 5 subs, and that's
well,
nothing. That's not worth it at that point. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
it's so much more
like,
limiting.
No, absolutely, absolutely.
There's no, yeah.
But-
I don't think there's a real point to being. I don't know.
think,
I think
but like,
as a partner, maybe like it's worth it. I honestly, it's obvious. Like if when you get to the point between being a partner and an affiliate, like where you're getting a lot of viewers, then yeah, it's like worth it. But yeah, it's better to.
If we're averaging 75 and we're available, if we're able to get partner, I think we should do it.
Yeah,
but
100%.
before then, it's not really worth it.
but I've talked to Eric and Aaron about this before.
Yeah,
and,
nobody
like,
talks to me about anything.
Well, I think I don't know. You might have been here. If you know what I'm talking about, feel free to chime in. But I told Eric before that like I feel like this stigmatism or the stigma, not stigmatism. That's something with your eyes.
Yeah.
But the stigma around like being a Twitch affiliate has gotten so big ever since like people such as like Ninja Daquan, you know, top streamers have been taking advantage of like that Twitch Prime sub. So like people were like, oh dude, you can make this much money off of like subs and Twitch Primes. I'm gonna, you know, be an affiliate. I'm gonna be an affiliate. When like the whole point of signing a contract with Twitch to be an affiliate was because you were averaging, you know, 25 to 50 viewers. People wanted to sub to you. People wanted emotes. People wanted this. People wanted that. So like there was a, you know, certain ground rules that you like had to, you know, want to do before you signed your affiliate contract. And I feel like new age
I would
Twitch
love
streamers have
to
like
see.
I streamed when affiliate wasn't even like a thing.
a huge thing. Yeah, it was like partner
It
or
didn't-
you
no, it
were
didn't
like
even exist.
yeah, you were like either a partner or you were just a regular streamer.
I would love
like,
to
right now.
see how many people have started streaming since Fortnite. I bet it's exploded.
Oh,
I'll
yeah,
look
dude.
it up right now.
Obscene amount. I mean,
I don't know
would
if they
say
have
that,
the
like,
statistics available.
the amount of
They
people.
might.
I wish they did because like I think
It would be. I
that,
think it'd be exponential.
it's
Yeah,
so crazy.
I would say
because
so.
the
Honestly,
There's
second-
so many
the second
Fortnite
kids are, like,
pros and Fortnite streamers and Fortnite teams and Fortnite content creators out there. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's so hard to
That's
sift through all the
insane.
bullshit.
Yeah, everybody that there's a lot of people that follow us on Twitter that it's literally their thing is just like affiliate Fortnite streamer, like Fortnite streamer trying to become affiliate, like
Fortnite
I
Pro.
Fortnite. Yeah, ultimate #1 Fortnite player, and I'm just like, dude, come on, like
get the fuck out of
maybe
here.
maybe top 5,000.
102 plus wins.
Yeah,
Get out of
it's
the
like-
fuck out of town.
I mean, I'm not gonna sit here like I'm amazing at Fortnite because I suck ass and I
Neither
don't
am
even
I.
really play it. But like, it's still ridiculous that those people will fade. I think a lot of those people will fade after a while because those are the people that
Won't last.
don't understand what Twitch is really. They're not gonna last.
Nope.
They'll get flooded out from the market just telling them that their content is shit. They won't understand that like how to better their content. They won't understand that they have to better their content, and they will just fail. And they'll either get discouraged or they'll just be at the same place for the rest of life.
Eric, did you see that Camille's got benched, and Aimbot Kelvin is taking taking Daquan's duo spot? So it'll be Daquan and Aimbot Kelvin, and Camille's lost his.
Dono button not working. Don't worry, Tweety. Keep your money, man. I appreciate it though.
But Camille's got benched, and
You're the best.
Myth
We love
and
you.
Myth and
You're
Daquan
right.
were talking about it and
God damn it.
everything, and they were saying that that Camille's just wasn't streaming enough. His gameplay went down, his content went down, and he just wasn't producing as well as he was. So like, I think that ties into what Mike was saying, that like these people are gonna start like falling off. Like, you know, like
That's
I mean,
crazy.
look at Summit 1G for instance. I mean, Summit 1G used to literally be the face of Twitch. Like anybody who watched Twitch knew who Summit 1G was, or like PewDiePie. I mean, like
Yeah. I don't
PewDiePie's
even hear
viewers.
anything about Summit 1G anymore.
Dude, he was averaging like 40 to 50,000 viewers. He's down to like maybe like 10,000 to 15,000, you know, a stream.
Yeah,
And then like
PewDiePie's down a shit ton,
PewDiePie's
dude.
still like averaging around 13,000 to 15,000.
I saw him at like 1,000 the other day streaming.
He was at like
was
15.
nuts.
It might have been hit what his like night stream maybe, because I know he's been doing
Maybe.
night streams now.
Oh yeah, that's true. Actually, it might have been his night stream.
I actually
But,
go ahead.
Yeah,
He's been playing like RPGs and like stuff like that too. He's not playing League at night either. So that might be why.
that's probably
but,
good
like-
decompressing, to be honest. Like, cause he plays way too much League. All of them.
Oh,
play way
dude,
too
like,
much League, dude.
two-
It's not healthy, man.
Two to like 2 to 3 months ago, PewDiePie was averaging around 30,000, 25,000 every time I get into this dude's stream. Like, and I get in there like 3 or 4 times throughout the stream. I mean, I don't sit there and watch his stream for 8 hours, but
Right.
when
I
I
don't think
hop
anybody
in and
watches his stream for
right,
8 hours. That's crazy, man.
No,
Well, like-
Ninja's not Ninja was never averaging 200K. He
he was
There's-
averaging 500,000.
What do you
a
mean,
month.
Tweety?
no, there was a
Are
point in
you saying
time.
like
No,
viewers?
he's saying per stream. Ninja used to get 200K plus per stream, which isn't true. He used for like a month or two, he was getting like 1 stream a week that hit 200K. But other than that, he's like at 100, 115 all the time.
That's so much.
I've seen him. I've seen him.
That's a
Oh,
football
yeah, yeah.
stadium
below
twice a day.
100,000 recently.
Yeah,
That's,
it depends on
I
what
mean, I
time,
think-
how long he's been on and shit.
No, absolutely. I mean, there's a lot of different things that contribute to like your viewership and everything. Game that you're playing, you know, different things like that.
He was still getting like 84 when he played Realm. Like that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Eric, you didn't link our donut button. That's why it doesn't work. It's not a hyperlink.
That's
Ninja's
fine.
at
Keep your money, man.
61,000 at the
Yeah,
moment.
exactly.
At the
I'm
moment.
just saying.
We appreciate your support and your view and your sharing of the
yeah, you
stream
being
more
in here,
than
Tweety, is
money.
enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't need the money right now at all. So I mean, it just we love that you're here, man. Just that's all we care about.
The money is not the end goal. The lifestyle.
I don't
is.
really care for. I don't really care for like how younger streamers have been treating like older streamers as well.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
So like TSM Myth and Summit 1G have been going back and forth with each other, and Myth went live the other day in an IRL stream, and somebody donated talking about Summit, and he was like, "Oh, that old fuck is gonna be off of Twitch here in a little bit. Like, you know, all these old ass motherfuckers just need to get off Twitch and just let the new guys come in and everything." And like, I understand where you're coming from, because like, you know, everything has to everything has to rotate. Like the old has to, you know, sometime get off, and then you
I
have
mean,
to come in.
eventually, yeah.
Yeah, eventually. I don't think they should be forced off by anybody. But
If they
like,
still want to do it, then fuck it.
yeah, I mean, if they're getting viewers for it, then why not? You know.
Right.
But, you know, I don't like how like some of these new streamers' mentality. You know, like there's people like, and I'm gonna bring him up again, but PewDiePie, dude, like he doesn't. You rarely ever see him get into any drama with anybody.
Dude, he's the
maybe
greatest
some
guy of
banter.
all time. Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
maybe
like,
some
when has
banter
anybody
with
ever
Double
argued?
Lift. Yeah,
Right,
like
but-
maybe some banter with Double Lift or Tyler One, but for the most part, this
Dude,
dude's
they're
old as fuck. Yeah, this dude's old as fuck.
He had
just
beef with
got
Nightblue
married.
too.
Yeah, him and Nightblue, but he didn't really snap back on Nightblue. It was more Dom that was
No.
defending PewDiePie than anything.
Yeah, honestly. It
Because
really was.
PewDiePie Dom made that cut the Western shit, you know,
Yeah,
Nightblue thing.
yeah.
And he was like, if you're really trying to say that anybody is, you know, PewDiePie's been challenger since season 4 or something like that. He went off on Nightblue for PewDiePie. Respect.
Yeah, he did.
Dom, you're a real one. But
they used to be teammates on what's it called?
Dignitas.
Team Dignitas, yeah.
Yeah, I think
exactly,
Skara was on
Tweety.
that team too.
Yeah, Scar was the mid laner, dude. That's crazy though. Like a lot of the other like
Well, Skara
league
mostly
players-
plays support now.
Yeah, I know. Well, because Scar is not good at mid lane. I was when I watched them play like me and Team Dream Team, I was like, yo, get Scara out of mid lane. Holy shit.
It was making me so mad,
I
dude.
was like, dude, please
I was
put
like,
Shifter in there. Holy fuck.
why is Trapania not in mid? Like,
I know,
this dude
right?
can play Rakan to mid and go 10-0. Like, why you got Skara's fat ass over there? Put him
Oh
on
my
Tom.
God.
Dude,
Kenton
Scar is
bot.
actually bad, dude.
He's
He's
not
act-
good.
I mean, dude,
I mean,
that whole
he's
stream
he's
team
way
is
better
pretty
than
bad,
anybody
bro.
I know. But I mean, like,
Yeah, but
That whole
in
stream
comparison to like
and,
Challenger,
yeah, no way.
he's
Cheap.
not good.
Dude, that
Straight
stream
cheat.
team was getting waxed.
Oh,
Getting
Yes, it was.
waxed, bro.
It was so funny.
I mean,
tweeted
you
I
really
that.
actually, I
expected it?
actually felt bad for him because I was
I
like,
did too.
I was
I was
rooting for him. I was like, dude, this is
yeah.
gonna be fucking sick, and it was not.
So
when I
not
saw this,
sick, dude.
when I saw this happen, dude, I like mass text like everybody. Dude, I was like, dude, the dream team is back. Like we got this, dude. Like I started going wild, and then like the first game came up, and I texted my buddy Billy, and I was like, so they got their ass beat within like 15 minutes. I don't think this is gonna go well.
Oh my god. Yeah, Tweety was saying something about music, about how music did the exact same thing too.
Oh, Pink Floyd, yeah, absolutely.
Like when they were saying like, oh yeah, like all the other like older fucking music is gonna die out. I mean, that happens with everything. I mean, you'll
For
notice
sure.
that like our
Waves.
parents listen to a certain kind of music. We're gonna listen to like the rap or whatever we
G-Eazy.
listen to now. Yeah, like I'm gonna be listening to. I'm noticing it even more
6ix9ine.
now. That's coming
Yeah,
out.
don't even get me
Hey.
started, Nico,
All the new
with that
music that's coming
6ix9ine
out.
That's some
shit.
hype music.
It's
bro.
so
That's some
bad.
hype music.
So
That's
bad.
some
It's like,
hype
yeah.
music.
I'm literally only gonna listen to like this music probably for like the rest of my life. Like I'm gonna listen to a few songs here and there like most parents do, but like it's not like everybody has their core music, so like a lot of the old
Yeah.
music like dies off. like, as it
PewDiePie
goes on.
literally. It's funny that we're talking about this. I kind of consistently watch PewDiePie because I love how he just roasts.
Did you see
You
that?
didn't.
Look what
Okay,
it says in the chat.
your opinion is invalid because you didn't even spell his name right.
G-Eazy is
Easy.
worse. Oh, and Tweety's with us too. He even said he's worse. Let's go. Hey,
Worse than 6ix9ine.
Dude, that's
No,
not
yeah,
a good-
G-Eazy's
that's
worse
not a
than
fact.
6ix9ine.
You must listen to like just
I have to
people
disagree there,
farting
too.
in a fucking mic for like 12 hours if you think that like G-Eazy's worse than 6ix9ine.
He does.
G-Eazy's corny as fuck. Yeah, he is.
Dude, dude, 6ix9ine is the most corny motherfucker of all time.
He's
This
bad.
motherfucker looks like a goddamn clown.
Oh,
He's
these
so bad.
Tumblr girls, they all look the same. My
Dude,
name's
every
Jeezy.
rapper sounds like that. I mean, I think your opinion's invalid about rap, Nico, because you just fucking listen to I got this dick, suck my dick, and it's just like and literally that's like what 6ix9ine.
Dude.
Dude, Jack.
Nico
Like,
sent me that song the other day,
I know,
I made
I
it
know
like
you never
45
said
seconds through the song, and I could not.
But it's so bad. I
Could
listened to
not.
probably about like 30 seconds of his song, and I was just like, dude, I can't. Like,
Nope.
I'm not
Okay,
gonna
but
say
here's the
every
thing
single
is-
Jeezy song is good, but a lot of his songs are pretty good. I mean, all of his production values are pretty fucking good.
listen, it's because white girls are obsessed with G-Eazy. That's why.
I'm not
But
a white girl.
You might as well be.
You take over the
But,
Honestly.
I mean, look at
But-
country, dude.
but here's the
You take
thing
over
is,
white
you
girl
Don't even
market,
get me
you
started.
land in the music industry.
the thing is you can't go into like listening to like people like 6ix9ine or Lil Uzi or Lil Yachty with the same mentality that you would have going in and listening to somebody like Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole. when
Oh,
I'm like
yeah.
when I'm going
Yep.
in to listen to like Chance the Rapper, like Kendrick Lamar, something like that, dude, like I'm like, all right, let me put my headphones on, like I want to like get into my zone, play some video games. I want to like actually listen to this shit. When I listen to 6ix9ine, dude, it's like I'm driving in my car and I'm just like, dude, let's get hyped. Like I don't really care about the lyrics, dude. I'm
that
just like,
song
dude,
is so
this
old.
beat, let's go.
That song is that's all the songs you guys are referring to, like Tumblr Girls
G's dope.
and
You might
G's
blow
Dope.
up.
You might blow
I
up.
know,
Those are
I've got a hunch.
those songs are from like
That-
2012.
I love that album though. That
the
album is
only G-Eazy song that I like. Okay, the only two G-Eazy songs that I like.
Ooh, I'm high on the
is-
power.
No,
Dude, that
is
song's dope as fuck.
Differences. I like Differences because it's a remake of a current song that I already like, and I like that one song with ASAP Ferg in it, strictly only for ASAP Ferg.
A lot of that.
I just shitted on you, probably licking your honey like
Yeah,
Winnie the Pooh.
It's a lot of
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, that's the
A lot of
only
that-
other
A
song.
lot of that's dope as fuck. But yeah, I mean, I agree with that because like, it's not like I'm going out with like my homies and then we go from like fucking like Drake to like City and Color acoustic music. Like,
Yeah.
people would be like, "Get the fuck
Mike.
out of here! What are you doing?"
Tell me you agree with that. Daytona is
Daytona?
the rap album of the year.
Oh, dude, Pusha T.
Yeah. Pusha T killed that album. Dude,
yo,
Kanye
I
West is
actually loved Pusha
It sucks
T.
talking about music
Listen,
because
can
it's like music isn't like a thing that is like a concrete fact. Oh, this song's better than this song. It's all opinion. People
Yeah,
take it way too far.
But you
I mean,
have to
there's
look
certain things
when you
that are
compare
dog shit.
when you
but-
compare rappers like that. Like I would never even put into a conversation of 6ix9ine versus Kendrick Lamar.
Right.
That would never
Right.
even cross my
Right.
mind ever in my life. But when you take somebody like Drake's album versus Pusha T's album, there are certain concrete things that you can look at and be like, okay, listen, like Pusha T actually had a better album. Like there are certain
Pusha's
things.
album
Yeah,
so
it's
good.
all
The
up.
production.
Yeah,
Oh, dude, Kanye's production is so fucking good, dude. Santeria.
Kanye's the GOAT producer, the greatest of all time.
I
That dude is
love the
greatest
samples.
producer.
I love the samples of like I don't even know what kind of samples I would style those as, but they were like old.
Dude, the
Kanye does a lot
games
of old music
Yes.
samples, and it's
Like some
so
like Jay-Z, like when
good.
he was producing music for Jay-Z, that's what it almost sounds like, and
or
it's
like
really
Otis,
clean.
Otis by him and Jay-Z, dude.
Yo, we should
Yeah.
write our own rap.
Dude, we need to
Dude,
write a rap.
did I tell you that Kanye West
We
is
need to.
producing Chance the Rapper's next album, and
Is it?
that's gonna be amazing.
Oh yeah, you were telling me about that, dude.
Yeah,
That's gonna be
dude.
sick.
Comeback Baby's a really good one too.
I'm a big fan of Kanye. Like honestly, Kanye is like one of my favorite rappers of all time.
Rah!
That's a lot of unpopular opinion.
Greatest
Boop,
rap.
boop, boop, bop.
I'd say I would say he's in my top 5 for rappers, most definitely. I'd say he's in my top 5.
I don't know, dude. I think
But
he's a
kid-
raging douche.
Oh, dude.
And I don't think his
yeah,
music is
I
that
don't-
great either.
Who?
That's here's the
Kanye.
thing is like I never associate people's outside personas with their artwork. So like I'm not like a lot of people on the radio, like for sports radio, will be like, oh, this guy's. They were talking about Jimmy G dating a porn star this week on the radio. If anybody didn't know that, Jimmy G is dating a porn star. It's like Kiara Mia.
Nice.
You know who that is?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So he's dating Kiara Mia.
I would date Jimmy
and-
G.
And so would I, dude.
He's a good-looking dude.
He's
He's
a
on top of
looker,
the
dude.
world right now.
But yeah, fucking.
enough.
But like I don't associate people's off-field personas
And he's the next Tom
with
Brady.
like what they do. Like people will be like, "Oh, who did Tom Brady vote for?" I'm like, "Who gives a fuck, dude?" Like he's just like watch his games and that's it.
Oh yeah,
Like,
no, that
just
drives me nuts.
Watch his games and that's it. Do not be
But-
like, "Oh,
but
who do you vote for?" Blah blah
There's
blah
certain,
blah. Like,
there's certain. I mean, there's.
so I'm not gonna associate.
if
If he's
Kanye
famous
with
for
what he
football,
does.
keep him.
No,
keep
no,
him
no,
in
no.
football.
Hold on, hear me out. And this has nothing to do with Tom Brady. I know you guys understand
obviously
how I
he's
feel about Tom
beating
Brady.
his
You
fucking
use
wife,
anybody.
then yeah, but
You
like,
use anybody in sports that has a status. They've seen a lot of things. They've dealt with a lot of people. They know a lot of high ups. So they have different experiences. So their opinion kind of does matter.
it's not something I want to listen to though. You know what I mean? On sports radio, I don't really give a shit about like, and I'm sure a lot of people do. Where like they'll be
Okay,
like, "Oh,
are you talking specifically politics, or are you talking like life
No, no, no.
advice?
No. I'm talking about what they do off field. I'm talking about unless they're doing something stupid, illegal, like killing someone or beating their wife or like raping a 13-year-old or some shit.
Yeah, you can't do those things.
Yeah, you can't do those things. Like yeah, but like they're off-field things like, "Oh, where's Tom Brady going for dinner this week?" Like,
I
you know,
know.
like I don't give a shit. Like just talk
Yeah.
about what they're doing or like
Yeah, but
talk about
that's the world we're
talk about
that's the
their
world
music.
we're living in. It's
Yeah, because
the
everybody wants to be personal.
humans are like the future of the economy. Like Gary Vee talks about it a lot. He's like the economy that's going to surround a single human being in the next few decades is like ridiculous.
Yeah, marketing. It's like people are going to be literally almost human billboards.
Like,
Yeah.
throughout
One
their
person
content.
is literally going to be like they're going to account for like a company's worth of salaries for people. Like one person.
Kylie Jenner's
Look
a
at
billionaire
TSM.
off of
Look
that
at
idea.
look at TSM.
Yeah.
Like they employ so many people. Like anybody that has an organization, like eventually if we got big enough, we'd have to hire people. We'd have to get like a manager
Well,
or
I mean,
organizer.
we-
Mine and Aaron
we don't have the
Cemetery.
time. Like we already don't have the time. Like like to move forward, like each step, you need somebody to do what you were doing previously.
Kind of.
That's basically.
Or you just need to get better at it or more efficient.
Yeah, more efficient. But there's a point to where you can't get the most efficient. You need to be able to manage at that point. You
Right.
need to be able to
Yeah.
like look down and be like, I was doing it at this level. I need you to do it at this level, or else we're not going to get anywhere.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's like that. I think like
It already
business-wise-
feels like that. Like just trying to edit, like just trying
That's
to
why
find
people are
time and also edit like the group channel's YouTube videos, like in addition to mine, is like really difficult.
I can imagine. I mean, I barely have time for anything, and I work like.
Mike, you brought up a really good point that I'd like to touch base on. Is
What's up?
you said that like people are interested in like, you know, for instance, we were talking about Tom Brady, like you know, people are interested in that personable interaction with him.
Yeah.
And I think and for that
it's the big moneymaker nowadays. That's
and
why
and
people
for
make
that
money now.
reason is why I think that like the potential for Twitch is going to be incredible come
You're the only
2 to 5
person I've
years
ever
from
heard
now.
talk about this, Nico.
But here the reason why I say this is because
No, I'm
you
saying
know,
it's a
one
good
of the-
thing. Like, I'm not-
yeah, but the reason why I say this is because I remember, for instance, I've talked about this on the podcast before, but anybody who's new here, Post Malone was streaming, and this was before he had come out with his new album, Beer Bongs Bentley, and I'm donated to him like $5, and I was like, hey man, like really big fan, like where like what's going on with the album and everything, and he responded, and because it was a donation, he was just like, like I got a lot of songs that I want to put on the album. I'm recording some new ones, and I'm still trying to figure out everything.
Yeah,
Like
that's actually dope as shit.
even though
Yeah.
even though he wasn't like face to face talking to me, it's that personable interaction that you have somebody that you look up to or you're a fan of, that you can actually have an easy way to talk to them.
And for some people,
what's-
that's a lot. Like, I
what's it gonna-
see big
yeah, and what's
streamers.
gonna cost like $5
Yeah.
or something like that.
I see big streamers get donations all the time when like people will be like, yo, you are the highlight of my day every day. You saved me from like depression and shit. And like, that's like pretty cool. Like, people get to donate and like talk to. It's like a lot more personal
yeah.
on Twitch.
I think
I think,
everybody's
like,
had that. I think everybody's had that, like that interaction with somebody that they like feel like not necessarily a connection with, but like when I was younger, like in high school and shit, like I didn't go out to like parties or anything like that, dude. I was a fucking Call of Duty nerd that like talked to like my dog and my mom and like 3 other dudes, and that was it. Like, so like when I watched like T Martin, shoot me in the head now, but I used to watch like Ali A, like people like that, like it was PewDiePie, right.
Dude,
But
oh, God,
PewDiePie, like
fucking
it was pretty cool to like have those people that you could like connect with like over like a video game, and you could go and watch them, dude. Like those were like the highlights of like my nights, like going to bed watching T Martin, dude. Like that was like the highlight of my day, like, and it was awesome.
Dude,
And
for
I
some
think
people, that's fucking
I
everything, man.
love
Right.
PewDiePie now. He's so like he's
PewDiePie's
so
hilarious.
real. He's so
Dude,
real.
Yeah,
PewDiePie is the
I like
best.
PewDiePie too.
PewDiePie's
He's
hilarious.
hilarious.
I've been watching his videos on YouTube.
He doesn't give a fuck
Same.
about
Yeah.
anything. It's so
It's
funny.
hilarious, honestly.
I
Did you watch
watched
his,
his video. I watched his video about the girl who thought Eminem was her dad. And after I watched that one, dude, I just went through and just started watching like all of his like Dr.
Oh, yeah.
Phil one, dude. So some are hilarious.
I spent like an actual full day watching all his videos. Did you see the drama between him and Alinity?
He called her a Twitch thought.
Oh yeah,
well,
yeah.
He didn't say
Did he,
no.
did he have the eye scanner thing?
He was joking with the eye thing, and he was.
And
just,
he was like
watching
trying not
those
to look at her
videos, the
tits.
clickbait
Yeah.
videos, and he was like, "Ah, these Twitch thoughts." And
Yeah,
then
he was like
he
trying not
just
to
got-
look at her tits.
Then Alinity was like, "Oh my god, like, can we copy strike him? Can we copy strike him right now? Like, blah blah blah." And then so he just made fucking a bunch of videos on that and just absolutely buried her, dude. Like,
That's hilarious.
Dude.
literally bodied her, dude. She fucked with the
One
wrong
of-
YouTuber, dude.
one of the
It was-
top-
It was bad.
One of the top Twitch thoughts. I'm not gonna say who. I don't want this to, anything could happen. I'm not gonna say who. But one of like the big Twitch thoughts went live the other day saying that she had like a sexual dream about Tfue, dude. And Tfue was like, yeah, that's creepy as fuck. I'm never playing with her again. Like,
Wait, what do you mean? Which girl?
Yo, dude,
I'm not-
everyone's gonna know
I'm
who you're
not-
talking about
yeah.
now.
It's whatever.
Just
I'm
don't
not
say
mentioning
anything.
any
Let's
names,
just
so
stop.
yeah, I'm not mentioning any names.
We're digging ourselves a hole here. We already shit talked FaZe. We already shit talked G Fuel, and now we're shit talking
we're just shit
females.
talking.
Yeah, we need to-
the
but this is-
We
internet,
need to
bro.
relax.
Yeah, we're
Chill
like
out.
we're like burning a lot
Listen,
of potential.
Listen,
I-
we promised good. We promised a good and a lot of content, and that's what we're providing.
As Ice Poseidon said before, drama equals views, dude. So,
Unfortunately.
dude, you guys are there's an actual wicked good article that I read on Ice Poseidon. I don't know if you guys know who Ice Poseidon is.
Yeah.
Do you know who Ice Poseidon is?
Yeah.
Do you know
Kind of.
Aaron?
Kind of,
He's
yeah.
he's an IRL streamer that started playing RuneScape. I actually watched him when he used to play RuneScape, and he's like this tall, like nerdy looking dude, and he's like the funniest dude. He does IRL streams and he just creates drama like all the time, and like
Unacceptable.
it's dude the article about him, Eric, I need to send to you, is amazing. It like talks about his entire life. Like this interview or like followed him around for like a week or two, and like just got a glimpse of like what his life is like, and it's like insane. The dude I don't know if you heard about when he got what's it called? Where the SWAT team, he got swatted at the airport for like saying he had a bomb in his fucking bag.
What?
That'll
Yeah,
happen.
So like when he IRL streamed at the airport.
Oh. Oh, okay.
And yeah, and it happens to him all the time. He's like one of the most swatted people like on Twitch. He actually got banned on Twitch because of he gave out like a girl's phone number or something like that. And then all of his fans of like the Purple Army or whatever went in and just absolutely annihilated the girl's phone.
Dude, Eric, you remember when I
Jeez.
told you about that
Oh,
Andy guy?
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
yeah, dude, there was this guy IRL streaming in his classroom at college, and so he has it set like if you donate a certain amount, you can
Oh, you're talking about this.
you
Okay.
can you can write your own text, and you can like also change. You can also pick your own whatchamacallit, what is it? It's like your own
Oh,
donation
this
sound
shit's
or whatever.
hilarious.
So this person donated to him, and he did the donation sound, the sound of like a bomb like ticking down. And the donate and like the text to voice thing started going, bomb has been initiated in 5, 4, and it starts
And it's in a
counting down,
college
dude, and it starts
classroom.
beeping. And these kids, dude, and he's like IRL streaming, so like he's watching like all these people, dude, and they're like, oh my god, dude, and they start like running out like the building, dude, like they're freaking out, and
That's
this dude's
not
just like,
okay.
this
Yeah,
dude's just
dude.
like laughing. He's like, what is going on right now?
Dude, that's
Here.
insane, dude. You can't.
Here, let me
do
see if I
that.
can find let me see if I can find the clip. If I can, I'll send it in the Discord, and maybe Eric can play it really quick.
Dude, yeah. So like, there's
Why would you have your volume up though?
Yeah, why would you have your volume up for that? Why
For the
not?
views, man. What do you mean?
For the views, dude. What do
Just
you
be like,
talking
yo
about?
guys, I'm streaming. Just in
Oh,
the
dude,
giant
yo.
classroom.
I know you actually have to read that article though. It's really really insightful about like what the life of like an actual popular streamer is like that does IRL or anything. Cuz like we're doing close to that content. I mean, where like we obviously don't go out and do that type of thing, but like we do where we're kind of personable with our fans, that the small group that we have, and we just sit here and chill, which is basically what he does. So I mean, like, you have to think like if anybody's like blowing up, it obviously wouldn't be at that level, but like that's kind of what
Right.
any other streamers like, and it just gives you a really good insight on like what he does daily, and it's just a really 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 well written article, and I recommend anybody to read it. I think it's on his pinned tweet actually, so if anybody follows Ice Poseidon, they can check that out. That shit was really really good. He's a smart dude, but yeah, I really enjoyed reading that. Do you have the video, Nico?
Yeah, it's in the Discord if Eric wants to play it.
Yeah, it's gonna cut. you
It
guys
starts
off
at
for
around
sure.
like
You can
30
just put it over our-
seconds.
Do it.
Oh fuck.
He's right here.
Oh, hi Eric. You
Yeah,
can
he
play it
just
from about
disappeared for,
30
like, 2 seconds.
seconds.
I'm just watching it over
Where's
here.
it at?
Technical
It's
difficulties.
in the
In
it's
the-
in
in
the
the video
group
call.
one.
In the video.
In the video call.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, in the video call chat. It starts at about 30. You can start from like about 30 seconds.
Start it.
It's gonna take a second, guys.
Fucking start it.
It's pretty. It's funny, but like, it's also like really fucked up. Just so you guys know, his name's Arab Andy. So like, he's Arabic. So that makes the
Oh,
situation
dude, that's
a little
one
bit
of
worse.
that's one of Ice Poseidon's friends.
Yeah.
All right, I'm
That's
turning
fucking
it.
crazy.
All right. 30 seconds.
Yep.
Attention.
Is this where you're supposed to be? I think so.
C4 has been successfully activated. Bomb detonation countdown successfully started.
Bro. Oh my god.
Oh, shit, dude.
What in the
Oh my god, guys. Yo, that's what I
So
That's so loud. He's playing it through he must be playing it through a Bluetooth
Yeah.
speaker.
I think
dude.
he's playing it through a speaker. Yeah, it is pretty
Yeah.
loud.
That
But
is insane. Oh my god.
it was like attention. C4 has been successfully
Everybody's like-
planted. Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah.
Everybody just peaced, dude. They were like, "Oh, that's cool about your stream. Okay, peace," and just bounced.
Yeah, Parker showed me that video, dude. When he showed me that, I was like, "Oh my god, dude! Like this guy could have probably gotten in a lot of trouble for it,
Yeah, that's
honestly."
crazy,
Didn't
dude.
get any trouble for that, cause
I
like,
don't know. I didn't really look into it to be honest with you.
dude, that's crazy that anybody
Yeah.
would even think about sending that in. Everybody,
Yeah.
dude, everybody just took that so seriously and they just bounced so fast, bro.
I mean,
Holy
you're not
shit.
thinking like you wouldn't think about that though. Like when you started hearing that, you would.
I guess
going on
I
here?
would. I mean, if I knew he was streaming, I would probably be like, okay, this is probably a joke. But I mean, maybe I should
No,
take
dude,
it
I'm not
seriously.
fucking around. I'm leaving.
Parker said
If I
he's.
respect my life.
That guy
Parker said
actually
he's
went
in
to
jail now. He said he doesn't know if it was for that though.
Ooh,
Jesus.
Jesus, dude.
Crazy, dude.
I mean, that's kind of what happens. You can't just be like doing that. Like whether or not that's a joke, you cannot.
I mean, granted, it
Nowadays,
isn't
it would
his
be like
fault, but
literally.
there's gonna
it's
be like
dumb-
some sort
That
of
is
like.
dumb as shit to even think about
Yo,
doing that. Or
I wanted to tell you guys something wicked
that wasn't
crazy that
necessarily
I
his
read
fault,
about.
but
I read about the Google console, Eric, when you pointed about that. And what's crazy, the craziest thing I thought about it was the fact that they're going to be offering a Netflix-style service for video games on their console directly, which means you're going to be able to pay subscription-wise.
PlayStation has a similar. They had a PS Now. The reason, well, a lot of people are hesitant because PS Now was like you'd stream the game instead of owning it. You'd like stream it, and it would make it less intensive on hardware or something like that. And I think GeForce tried something like that, but a lot of people are worried about it because PS Now was like super glitchy and didn't work like at all, and they kind of had to like walk back their subscriptions.
I mean, if anybody could do
It'd
that,
be
it would probably
Google.
be Google. It would be Google and like make it work
Yeah.
well.
So he is in jail for that college campus bomb threat.
Damn.
Yeah.
That
you know how long?
sucks
How long
ass.
is the sentence?
It says Andy's stream continues after the college area is evacuated. He's heard boasting about creating a highlight reel, claiming this will be one of the biggest live streams yet. His stream continued even as he was arrested, and text-to-speech comments can be heard mocking the situation.
What?
Oh my
He
god,
continued to stream after he was arrested. Holy shit, bro.
fucking savage, dude.
Eric, do you wanna get the host ready in a little bit?
Yeah.
It says
I'm
this
ready to
isn't
go
the
whenever.
It says this isn't the first time that Arab Andy has caused a public disturbance while live streaming and using text-to-speech
still on?
technology. Previous videos demonstrate Andy getting into a verbal altercations with passengers on a bus after a text-to-speech donation repeated a racist expletive. Another video shows Andy getting pulled over by a police officer during a street festival after the department received numerous complaints about the messages emanating from his phone.
That's crazy. So he's aware
Yeah.
of what's going on. Yeah, that's
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's not stupid.
Okay.
So he faced a
That's his fault
maximum
then.
sentence of 10 years in prison or a $20,000 fine.
what.
Wow.
So he probably got like 1 year, 2 years.
Damn, bro. That's
Shitty, dude.
Feels
sucks,
bad.
bro.
So shitty.
Wait, for a 4 point, it was only $4.25.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh, dude. That is
like
terrible.
$4.20 or something like that.
It was like
dude.
C4
Yeah.
activated, and the three
Yeah, it was
women looked at him and
$4.20.
just bolted.
Everybody was like,
It was just a quiet, I'm out, dude.
yeah.
Jesus, dude, what would you do?
I'd be
Fucking running
I'm
away.
getting the fuck out of town.
Gone. Gone. Get out
That's
of the fuck
crazy.
out of town.
There's this
Right then and
this
there.
is a similar situation to right before, like, we're getting ready to wrap this up, but I want to tell this story real quick. So
Eric's closing us out.
my sister lives in a different state. I'm not gonna say where she lives actually. She lives in a different state, and in this state there's a lake, and these people were on a like bus/boat. It's like a bus that can drive on land, and then a boat that can drive in the water. And there's this
A bus boat.
Yeah, it was a bus boat. And then there's like this giant. They got out in the middle of this like small lake, and there's this giant storm with like 3-foot waves, like not bigger than 3 foot, like 6-foot waves, enough to come up to the side of a window on a yellow school bus from the tires. So that's what, like 6 to 8 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's like 6 to 8 feet waves,
It's probably about 8 feet.
and this boat sank with 21 people inside the boat, and this
Holy fuck.
woman made it out. 9 of her family members died.
Oh my
9
God.
of them. Her husband,
what?
all of her kids, her aunt, her sister. Like, it was fucking crazy, dude. I was talking with my dad. I was like,
Jesus
I don't care what the fuck. I'm trusting my swimming skills in 8-foot waves over that bus. I'm breaking a window. I don't care what the fuck I gotta do. I'm getting out of that bus. Fuck that.
Yeah, fuck that, dude. Alright.
We're
We're
wrapping
gonna
this
wrap
up.
up.
All right.
Yeah.
Aaron's
wrap it up.
Aaron's closing us out. Aaron's closing us out.
This has been motherfucking TBB TV, y'all. We're we're fucking chilling, killing
on
on
Tuesday,
Tuesday nights at 9 o'clock.
Plug your
Plug your shits.
Plug
Your shits and your
I mean,
shits.
everybody that's in here already knows. So basically,
we're
just hit
gonna-
the follow button, join the Discord, donate us $1,000, share the stream
And-
everywhere.
And chill with us for the dopest raid of all time.
The dopest raid of all time.
Yeah,
We're gonna raid
yeah.
Catzilla.
Who are we?
Raid inbound.
Okay.
Raid inbound in T-5 seconds.
Oh shoot.
Raid my asshole.
We're not gonna host Koner.
I don't think he's on.
Yeah, I think he got off. I checked.
So sad.
Everybody head over there and say TBB raid. Peace out.
Oh, the TBB raid.
Yeah, he's
Right
holding
back
his
to
hands up there, ready to. We love you. We love you very much, and I hope
hate
you have
all of you.
enjoyed this Tuesday. We'll see you back next week. Oh yeah, we have a huge person coming on next week.
and
And huge penises.
No, we don't. It's my asshole.